The city of Gothenburg. It's the second largest city in Sweden, a North Sea port halfway between Copenhagen and Oslo. And it also happens to have the best ice hockey team anywhere between Russia and Canada. Frölunda Gothenburg are the reigning champions of both Sweden and Europe. They've reached the Champions Hockey League final 3 years in a row, and tonight they look to retain their European crown against Sparta Prague. The Czechs have saved some of their best hockey for Europe over the last few months, but this is Frölunda's home, and tonight very well could be Frölunda's night. Welcome to the CHL final. All the action is coming up next. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to the Frölundaborg Ice Stadion for the biggest game in European club ice hockey. I'm Darren Kilfera, and this could be another glorious chapter in the recent history of Frölunda and head coach Roger Rönnberg. The Indians have defeated 18 clubs from 9 different countries in their last 3 European campaigns. And in their last 7 CHL games this season, they've outscored their opponents by 33 goals to 5. But Sparta Prague are no pushovers. This season, they've won all 3 of their CHL games in Sweden. And on the way to the final, they've defeated last year's CHL runners-up, last year's Swiss champions, and this year's SHL league leaders. In a one-game shootout this CHL final, anything can and probably will happen. A packed 7,500 crowd here in the Frölundaborg Ice Stadion tonight. You can see how the two teams have reached the final in the knockout stage. Frölunda defeated Linköping, their fellow Swedes, in the quarterfinals before blowing away Fribourg-Gotteron from Switzerland. Sparta Prague beat the Swiss champions SC Bern before knocking off the current league leaders in Sweden, Växjö Lakers. And here they are, the first non-Nordic team in a Champions Hockey League final. Lots of noise, both ends of the ice. Quite a sizable traveling contingent from Prague here in the building this evening. And as the light show begins, the starting 6 for Sparta Prague: Juraj Mikuš, 27-year-old defenseman, 6'4", big guy, one of many big guys in the Sparta squad. There's the number 28, Martin Gernat, also 6'4", 23-year-old defenseman who spent his last 3 years before this year in the AHL. The ageless Jaroslav Hlinka, the captain, number 17, 40 years old, had 1 goal and 2 assists in the semifinal second leg. Petr Vrana, 7 points in the CHL this year, the assistant captain acquired from Brynäs in Sweden in the summer. And Michal Repik, he's on loan from Traktor Chelyabinsk in the KHL. 27-year-old right winger looking for his first CHL point. And you see Tomáš Peprla getting the nod in goal again tonight. 4 times the best goals against average in the Czech Extraliga. Last time that was the case in 2013-2014. We're about to bring out the Champions Hockey League trophy. The big prize everyone is playing for tonight, going to be put on its plinth there right at center ice. And 2 special names bringing it out, Ronnie Sundin and Stefan Larson, both legendary defensemen for Sparta Prague. Sundin won Olympic gold with Sweden back in 2006. 891 games played for Frölunda Gothenburg. There you see them coming out. Stefan Larson, World Championship silver medalist back in 1993. He played nearly 700 games for Frölunda. Both of them have had their jerseys retired with the club. Sundin, the number 23, Larson, number 29. And getting a very appreciative round of applause from this capacity crowd. Champions of Europe, that is the trophy that these guys are playing for, including the starting lineup for Frölunda. Henrik Termenes tied for Frölunda with 33 SHL points, tops on the team this year. Mathias Nøstebø, the Norwegian, acquired from Brynäs in the offseason. Sebastian Stolberg, his brother Victor, you may know from the NHL. Very talented 26-year-old forward in his own right. Niklas Lasu spent his whole career with Frölunda. 27-year-old centerman. And Mats Russeli Olsen, 25-year-old Norwegian winger who had 2 goals and an assist in the first leg against Fribourg. And the goaltender tonight, Johan Gustafsson, 1.45 goals against average in this year's CHL. Former 6th-round draft pick of the Minnesota Wild in the NHL. You see our refereeing crew out on the ice. Mikko Kalkokari and Stefan Fonselius, the 2 Finnish referees. They're accompanied by Roman Katerle and Balázs Kovacs, both Swiss linesmen here tonight. Mikko Kalkokari did the gold medal game in the 2014 Under-18 World Junior Championships and also the 2015 Under-20 World Junior Championships. Stefan Fonselius did the World Championship and Under-20 World Junior Championships in 2016 as referees. And they'll all be mic'd up tonight to hear their comments as the game goes along. As you see Sparta Prague taking the ice, their fans in the corner of the arena to our left as you look at it during the broadcast. The Sparta team, we mentioned 3 times they have won in Sweden already in the CHL this season. That includes a group stage game at Färjestad Karlstad, an amazing 5-0 win at HV71 in the round of 16. They came into that second leg game trailing 4-2 from the first leg and blew them away on aggregate 7-4 in the end. And of course the semifinal at Vecchia Lakers, the first leg they won 2-1. Goals from Martin Gernat and Andre Kudina sparking that lead, which they took to home ice and then defeated Vecchia in the second leg 4-0. They're out on the ice and we're just waiting for the Frölunda skaters to take the ice. There you see the full lineup for Sparta Prague. Tomáš Netic and Jan Piskacek both miss out on the semi relative to the squad that played in the semifinal second leg. Netic's actually gone on loan to Ožilari Trinec, while Piskacek has the flu and was left behind in Prague. They're replaced by the youngster Ondrej Prochaska and the veteran newcomer Ondrej Devoe, of whom you'll hear more as the evening progresses. Lukas Peck continues to wear the top scorer's jersey despite having had only 1 assist in the 2 semifinal legs against Vecchia. And there you see Frölunda on the ice. They actually struggled in the CHL group stage, barely tipping Grizzlies Wolfsburg from the DEL and Dinamo Pardubice from the Czech Extraliga. Only 7 points in their 4 group stage games. But since the second leg of their round of 32 clash against Unos Minsk, they have been on fire. Lost the first leg in Belarus 3-2 to Unos before trouncing them 5-0 here in Frölundaborg. Then they splattered Ice Baron Berlin 10-2 on aggregate, Linköping 9-2 on aggregate, and Fribourg-Gotteron 9-1 on aggregate. There you see their lineup tonight. Jonathan Sigalet back from suspension. He plays tonight instead of the 17-year-old Philip Westerlund. That's their only change. Frölunda captain and CHL MVP finalist Jo Lundqvist leads the CHL with 13 points, and he wears the top scorer's jersey for the Swedes. Both teams lining up for the Champions Hockey League anthem, after which both national anthems will be played. First the Czech Anthem and then the Swedish Anthem. Nervous moments for both teams. A couple of CHL newcomers. We mentioned Ondrej Devoe. He's making his Champions Hockey League debut tonight, and what an occasion on which to do it. Sean Bergenheim playing for Frölunda. He only signed on the 4th of November, having been without a club since Bern. He played for Bern last season. And now the 2 national anthems. First the Czech anthem to start. respectful response to the Czech anthem. And now the host Swedish anthem. Shot of Roger Rönnberg there on the Frölunda bench behind the red-bearded Robin Figren for Frölunda. And as the lights come up, we are not far away from the opening face-off here in this marquee occasion for European club ice hockey. You see the two captains exchanging pennants, Jaroslav Hlinka and Joel Lundqvist. Reminder, this is a one-game final. If we're tied at the end of regulation, we'll play up to 20 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. Penalty shots could be required after that. So referees, you're there pre-game superstition being concluded. Both teams skating to their benches. Frölunda will be at the left end of the ice. Johan Gustafsson in goal to start the game. There you see his stats this season. .926 save percentage, very impressive. Tomasz Pepela at the other end, 1.32 goals against average, .939 save percentage for Sparta Prague. Filip Novotny played in 3 games, backing up Pepela in the CHL this season. Dan Bakala, the backup netminder for Frölunda, he played in 3 games as well. Both of them very competent deputies. This is very much a head-to-head battle between Gustafsson and Pepela. As you see Roger Rönnberg. His team has struggled a little bit domestically in the SHL, having lost 5 of 7. 6 of those games having taken place since the CHL semifinal second leg. Sparta Prague under Jerzy Kalus is in rather better form. They've won 4 of their last 6. But I'd remind you that Frölunda lost their 3 SHL games in the league prior to last year's CHL final, and it didn't have much of an impact as they traveled up to Oulu and defeated Kärpät Oulu in northern Finland by the score of 2-1. They had previously in the 2015 CHL final lost in Luleå against their Swedish compatriot opposition by the score of 4-2. This is the first time they have hosted the final. The Scandinavium, where they play most of their league games, the alternate arena here in Gothenburg, unavailable tonight. They would have loved to have had it here, but the Euro Hockey Tour, the 4-team international competition featuring Sweden, Finland, Russia, and the Czech Republic, begins there on Thursday evening, and they didn't have enough time to resurface the ice, get all the logistics sorted out between tonight and Thursday. So that's why we're in Frölundaborg, but it is the familiar home venue for Champions Hockey League action involving Frölunda. Mind you, much bigger crowd in here tonight than they're used to in CHL action. They had a very good turnout for the semifinal, but it has been a somewhat empty arena at times during the group stage and early knockout stage of this competition. But that all changes this evening. Certainly the Sparta fans in the arena on my left have been making a lot of noise before the opening face-off. As much as an hour before the game, they were chanting and goading their opposition at the other end of the ice in the standing seats, standing section of this arena for Frölunda. The wait is almost over. This is the 157th game in the Champions Hockey League this season, and of course it's the very last one. Both teams on the ice. ready for the opening face-off, and we are underway in the European final. Face-off draw eventually kicked backward by Victor Olofsson. And Frölunda will try and skate forward, but a big hit on Terminus right in front of the scorer's box. So Frölunda have to start again. Cross-ice pass looking for Olofsson cut out. Treating as Nostabo. This cross-ice pass to Terminus. Puck cut out by Gernat. Gentle hit administered by Repik. Puck just over the Sparta attacking line. Now the other way, quick save made by Pepela. That shot in from the left point by Simon Hjalmarsson. Battle for it near side. Now the puck out to center ice. Flipped right back in by Jakob Larson. Pepela out of his cage, dropping off near side. And the Czechs finally able to skate forward. Near side, Klimek. He puts it in front. Save made from a very sharp angle by Gustafsson. Puck still loose, then stick to the near boards. Sundin drops off backwards. Aggressive forward checking by Miroslav Forman. He skates off the ice, and Frölunda chips in deep and goes to make some changes. Good fast skating near side. Patrick Carlson back to the point. Keeping it there was Matt Donovan. Now Sparta finding the puck and moving it as far as the red line and beyond. So Sparta will make a couple of changes. Minute 40 into the game. Player bumped right in front of the linesman far side, but coming away with the puck is Pech. And now Mikush. Puck sprung in, save made Gustafsson off Inachak. Brian Inachak cutting in front. Toronto native who plays international hockey for Italy. Twice played in the World Championships with the Italian national team, Brian Inachak. You see Roger Rönnberg not entirely happy with the opening 1 minute 53 seconds of this game. Draw to the right of Gustafsson. It's Lukas Single taking it for the Czechs. Shot whipped in front by Kudina, save made. Came right back to Kudina, but he wasn't able to force it in for a second time. Now Terminus near side over to Lasu. Lasu on, looking for the onrushing Stolberg. Single comes away with the puck then. Now Kudina far side. Single at center ice. Tried to dummy the puck, wound up getting it back. Lucas Single centers, they shoot and save it. Gustafsson even in front, still loose. Single on the backhand, trying to work in front. Quick save on the third time. Then another shot comes in, even they score! Lucas Single! Fantastic shift for Sparta Prague, ending in a goal by Lucas Single, only his second on the season in the Champions Hockey League, and the visitors take the 1-0 lead. Single started it off. Kudina the first shot. Single finding space to get the backhand in front. And the long blast, I think, from Mikush at the left point, but Single able to gobble up that final rebound and tuck it home. Not the best rebound control, you'd have to say, on that third shot in particular. But Single, Johnny on the spot. Joined the club from Lev Prague in the KHL back in 2014. It's his 5th career Champions Hockey League goal, Lucas Single. And only 2.5 minutes into the game, a dynamic start to this CHL final. Frölunda scored first in both of their 2 previous CHL finals. So this is new territory for them. As offside, Victor Olofsson for Frölunda. So face-off back coming on the center ice. This is everything that Jiří Kalus and the Sparta Prague Brain Trust would have hoped for. It was actually Martin Gernat who got that last shot off from the left point, by the way. So his primary assist on the goal, the 2:30 mark of the first period. Went down the ice, but in on the crease, so icing waved off as Gustafsson has to play. Klimek bumped down to the ice. Sigalet and Lundqvist both bodying the Czech attacker. Puck springs free on their side, but a good shift by Klimek to stay on top of the puck before it's moved on to Chalmers. One-on-one, Vladimir Emminger having to play the body, not the puck. Does that successfully, so Sparta out of danger for the moment, but puck at the point, shot deflected wide. John Newberg it was, trying to blast that puck in front from the top of the key. Cross-ice dump in again by Frölunda as they try and work their way back into this game. Good pass by Sundstrom, far side. It was a good idea anyway, but the execution not good. Well, Grundstrom lurking in front of Tomáš Pepela's crease. Sundstrom now at the right point. Plays off the backboard towards Figren. Centered in front, but not connected upon. Still possession here, worked in front. Pepela making another save and now covering. That's better from Frölunda Gothenburg, certainly. Johan Sundstrom finding the body of Pepela and Figren unable to poke the rebound home. So the draw will come to the right of Tomáš Pepela. It's 1 to the Czechs. Coming for Dominic Uher, but he's not able to get around Casey Wellman. Wellman, one of 3 players realistically in with a shot of the CHL scoring title for this season. No Lundqvist leading the CHL on 13 points, but Peck for Sparta and Wellman for Frölunda both on 12. There were other players on 12 points, but players who are no longer active in the competition. Now chance cutting in front and save made by Pepela. Rebound still loose. No penalty call on that play. Fans wanted a trip. Not given as Hlinka plays at center ice off to Repik. Hlinka tied up by Rusli Olsen coming off the bench. But Sparta Prague plays in deep. Gustafsson sticks to the far corner. And Rusli Olsen just able to chip the puck out to center ice, and linesman saw that puck had crossed the blue line for the offside. As you see, the number 18, Matthias Nostaba, it was his chance in front right there. Got the better of Petr Kalina defensively for Sparta, but unable to get the puck in on goal. And even 15 minutes left in the first period of the Champions Hockey League final. With the puck, Jakob Larson skating forward. Larson shoots, save made by Pepela. Larson on loan to Frölunda Gothenburg from the Ducks of Anaheim in the NHL. Delayed offside as a couple of players had come together in the Gothenburg zone. But now Stolberg forward, feathers in front. That's sticked aside by Pepela. Lasu winds back around the boards. Stolberg trying to find some space, being bodied by Emminger. Hard battle in the corner there. It's Rusli Olsen and Vrana. Swedes come away with the puck, but Larson can't beat Hlinka at the point. Now Rusli Olsen skating in front. Puck still in the skates. Vrana eventually coming away with it. And then a bad giveaway. Rusli Olsen plays, looking up top for Lundqvist. Passes on, but just not quite connecting there. Lundqvist now shooting off the body of the defenseman there, Sverchek. Far side, Newberg. Back behind the net, coming near side with the Sigalet. Playing at the top point. Then a tip, cheeky attempt through the legs by Lundqvist, but he missed the net. Now Foreman off the bench trying to play the puck at center. Frölunda with a bit of momentum here as Olofsson backhands in front, swept away just in the nick of time by the Sparta defense. Now Donovan, he pushes in front. Puck still loose. Again, the crowd wants to whistle, but it's foot high in the air down into the Frölunda zone as Sparta can make some changes. 13:07 left in the first period. And that puck is up into the crowd just over the half boards. Far side of the ice. Face-off draw will come back to center. Take our first power break of the night. Sparta Prague with the early goal from Lundqvist single, leading Frölunda Gothenburg in the CHL final by 1-0.
Hej, vad säger vi forward? Ja. Precis som vi sa, dansa över pucken. Spela strukturen, den funkar. Jävligt bra när vi åker över pucken, gubbar. Returerna finns där.
Both coaches mic'd up tonight. Roger Rönnberg, he's not distressed by Frölunda's poor form in the SHL. He thinks they've been playing a lot of good hockey, just hasn't really translated into results, but he also has a plan. He had it last year, he has it again this year, that he works the team really hard during the January time period, trying to get them ready both for the CHL final and the crunch time in the SHL regular season and playoffs. Certainly paid off for them last year, winning both trophies. You have to wonder if his team has played so much hockey over the past 2.5, 3 seasons that it might catch up with them at some point. A lot of new blood coming into the squad. You see Carl Grundstrom, he's only 19 years old on the ice for this shift. That puck shot down the length, but again icing waved off, as might have just been tipped by Klimek. Now Fegren coming away. Long pass forward for Frölunda. And that could be a trip. Peppala covers the puck. No penalty call again. And Sparta maybe just getting the benefit of the doubt on a couple of half chances for penalties here in the opening 7 minutes, 17 seconds of the game. Look at it again. Gernat it was. He did get his stick into the skates there of Carl Grundstrom. And that replay appearing on the big screen at center ice here in the Frölunda Ice Stadion. Actually, temporary screens erected just for the CHL final tonight. Slightly older facility. Goes back to 1967, the Frölunda as it's known. Crowd not liking what they've been seeing both on the replay and in live action this far tonight. There's now Peck with a chance coming forward. Again, Inachak leading the Sparta rush. Now we have a penalty coming up on Inachak behind the play as he came in offensively for Sparta Prague. This is the infraction that Sparta gets whistled for. And so the first power play of the night does go to Frölunda Gothenburg.
Sparta player number 64, 2 minutes interference.
Brian Inachak, saw him earlier, former 9th round draft pick of the Pittsburgh Penguins. That's a birthmark you see under his right eye. He gets asked about that quite a lot. He's quite used to it by now. It's not a brawl gone wrong or anything like that. Frölunda on the power play. Termin is quarterbacking up top, worked in deep, then the cross ice pass before it comes back to the point. Then the one-timer, Peppala save, and they score! That didn't take long. Brilliantly worked by the Frölunda power play. Quick passing, left, right, and center. Peppala beaten. And it's 1-1. I believe it was Casey Wellman lurking down low. The American getting the tally. Yes, Casey Wellman, 29-year-old centerman, joined the club from Spartak Moscow in the summer. Had a chat with him earlier today. He's really enjoying life in Europe. Very different experience, anything he's used to, having played mostly in North America for his career. That brings him up to 13 points, his 7th goal in this year's CHL competition. And Frölunda, they've scored the most power play goals, had the most power plays of any team in the competition, and they make it their 15th power play goal on the season. Petrvrana trying to mix things up as Sparta counterattacks after the power play goal. The Another shot in front. That one is snaffled out of the air by Gustafsson to force the face-off draw. Look at the goal again. Shot worked in front by Johan Sundstrom. And Wellman it was who pounced to get the goal. Assist to Sundstrom and Terminez at the 7:46 mark of the first period. And so an all-action start to this third Champions Hockey League final in the competition's current iteration. A little problem with one of the linesmen here, I think. He's having a chat with Dan Bakala, the backup goaltender for Frölunda. Not sure if he's taken a hit or something. He seems to be a little bit groggy. And our two linesmen tonight, Roman Karoly and Balázs Kovács from Switzerland. So if you're wondering what the delay is, I see it's an equipment issue. The visor not quite staying intact. Balázs Kovács. Never refereed in a major tourney, the 30-year-old. Highest honor he's had thus far was the 2014 World Championship Division 1B. That's the third flight, I should say, of the World Championships. The big competition in Division 1A, Division 1B. But everything's been fixed. Face-off draw coming to the left of Gustafsson. Andre Devoe taking the face-off draw after Klimek kicked out of a circle. Shot didn't make it through, but then Gustafsson forced a save, couldn't cover. Sharp angle backhand attempt. Devoe tries to force in deep. Again, just about keeping at the right point. And the bouncing puck worked onward toward Foreman for Sparta. Body work by Klimek, but the puck squirts free to Jakob Larson. Touched on by Bergenheim, but not connecting. Klimek the other way. He takes a hit in front of one of the penalty boxes. And Lundqvist on the ice. I beg your pardon. It's not Lundqvist, it's Patrick Carlson, the number 72. That bump again happening behind the play, and the medical staff out on the ice very quickly.
What do we have?
And we do have a penalty coming up. It's Foreman going to the box for Sparta Prague.
In the face.
Checking to see if there's any blood
When
in the
did the hit
face.
come? In the throat? It's not the face.
He's not in a good way, Patrick Carlson. There you see it. Well, it's certainly a penalty, and a deserved one, but the question is for how long. Miroslav Foreman scored the overtime game winner in the round of 32 for Sparta Prague against Kerpat Oulu.
Let me announce.
4 goals, 4 assists on his CHL season, but
You gotta hear it now.
big call coming up right here.
Team Sparta, 5 minutes for slashing.
That's a major penalty. Blood drawn, and Frölunda having fallen behind in this first period now, thanks to that bump right there, have a fantastic chance to move in front for the first time tonight. 5-minute major penalty. And now Foreman might have a misconduct coming up here as well. Into the box goes Andrei Prochalska to serve the penalty. Foreman being sent off the ice to the Sparta dressing room, which is on the far side of the building here. 2 locker rooms on opposite ends, opposite sides of the ice, I should say. So, big chance here. This Frölunda power play coming into tonight, 25.6% success rate in the CHL. Sparta Prague actually the best penalty killing unit in the entire competition, or second behind Kerpat Oulu, but best of the teams in the final 16. And Pepperla having to make a save. Terminus again up top. Near side Olofsson, he shoots wide off the backboards. Will be corralled by Sundstrom. Frölunda again cycling the passing game well. It's worked in deep. Lundqvist in front. Centering pass. Peppala has to stand firm at the near post and does. Now Terminus at the left point, skating up top. Blocker save made by Peppala. Terminus dropping off for Olofsson. Terminus again. Grinstrum fakes the one-timer. That shot goes wide off the backboard, but a kind rebound all the way again back to Johan Sundstrom. 4:09 left in the power play. Just kept in at the point by Terminus. Lundqvist kicking it free, but Pack finds it and slides it down the ice. So that's the first minute of the 5-minute penalty killed by Sparta Prague. Aggressive forechecking there by Repic doesn't pay off, but Frölunda's offensive impetus stalled. Try again. Trying to bludgeon his way forward with Nostova, but couldn't. And shorthanded chance here. Repic shoots. That one's gloved and held. Now fended away. Pushed clear by Gustafsson. So Frölunda will resume the attack. Hjalmarsson far side. He loses. This could be a shorthanded chance. Linka far side. They score! Short-handed goal for Peter Vrana. That wasn't in the script. It's 2-1 for Sparta Prague now. That is Sparta Prague's 4th short-handed goal in this year's Champions Hockey League. Klinka, not bodied by Bergenheim, able to slide the puck over to Repic for the ice-cool finish underneath Johan Gustafsson. Take a look at it again. Great puck control, able to push the puck from his skates onto his stick. Peter Vrana. Gustafsson not in total control of his body as he slid back to cover Vrana. And Vrana, who is tied for the lead in the Extraliga in scoring with 45 points this season. That is his 4th goal in the Champions Hockey League. And so with still 3:18 remaining in the 5-minute major penalty to Foreman, Sparta Prague strikes. And in fact, Gustafsson forced to make another save on the long shot by Mikush before the power play kicks in again. Sundstrom still on the ice. He's being bodied into the boards. Lundqvist is well down deep. Fighting in the corner. Now back behind the net with Lundqvist. Gets his wires crossed with Sundstrom, but now they work it back to the point. Terminus. Olofsson near side. Again Terminus. Olofsson shoots. Save made by Peppala. Puck flipped into the back glass. Puck still in play. 2:26 remaining in the 5-minute major penalty. Nicely worked, and then that shot just missing the top corner. Kept into the point by Terminus as Frölunda continues to have good attack zone time on the power play. Terminus winds. His shot goes wide off the backboards. Olofsson digs it out. That's 3 minutes of the 5 power play minutes gone. Still Olofsson. Terminus. He shoots. They score! Might have been tipped in front. The big blast from Henrik Terminus. Frölunda Gothenburg getting their 2nd power play goal tonight. It's now 2-2. Lundqvist in front. I think he might have gotten the touch on the puck there. Olofsson will get the 2nd helper. Terminus. Well, let's take a look at it again. Did Joel Lundqvist get a touch? Oh, I think he definitely did right there. Joel Lundqvist, one of the 3 MVP finalists in this year's Champions Hockey League. He gets his 4th goal, his 14th point in this year's competition, and he retakes the outright scoring lead ahead of his compatriot Casey Wellman. Still 1:54 left on the power play, so plenty of time for a goal at either end the way this contest has been going. It's been a fantastic first period. 2-2 the score. Sparta Prague at center ice with the puck and works down deep into the Frölunda zone. Make a few changes, then a big hit, another penalty coming up here.
Go!
This could be another big infraction. It's Mikhail Repik going to the box. Kalus can hardly believe it on the Sparta bench. But we've got 5-on-3 action coming up here.
Selkä. 20.
Riittääkö aita?
2 vaan. Kääntyskö sinne?
See how Flashback lurking around to see whether it's 2 minutes or 5 here.
Check to the half. Check from behind.
From behind?
Yeah.
All right, you want to go with turn time?
Turn.
Minor hits, it's going to be I think I've heard 2 minutes plus a 10-minute misconduct from the refereeing crew, but that is a dangerous hit. So Repik might get sent to the locker room early here if this is a 10-minute misconduct penalty to go along with the 2-minute minor. And indeed, it'll be Inachak who crosses the ice to take Repik's place in the penalty box. Or at least to come out first. I think Repik's going to watch the end of the first period from the sin bin. But 5-on-3 now, the power play. Wouldn't rule anything out from happening here at this stage of this CHL final. Good passing behind the goal line. They try and look for the perfect pass. Terminus shot swiped at wildly by Olofsson. Goes way high and wide. But now Wellman. Wellman winds and fires. It's tipped just high and wide. Back behind the goal line, Olofsson nearest to the rebound. Now Olofsson tied up. Mikush doing his defensive work, but Wellman again off the terminus. He winds. That shot is saved by Pepperla. Wellman again with it. Again he shoots. That's wide off the backboard. Swiped, not out. Back to the right point. Wellman again. Terminus again blast. That's a right pad save, or maybe a blocker save by Pepperla. 31 seconds in the 5-on-3. Olofsson holding. Back to Terminus, but it's touch-free. This could be a shorthanded 5-on-3 chance, but instead giving up the Ghost Kum stats. Sparta will make changes. 16 seconds left in the 5-on-3, 44 seconds left in the power play. Again setting the puck up here. Wellman pushes low. Terminus shooting. That one again goes high and wide. Now we're back to 5-on-4. First penalty's been killed. That shot blocked it away. It's Poknaska on the ice out of the sin bin after serving the Foreman penalty. Now that sharp angle shot misses and goes all the way back out to center ice. So both teams can change. Puck, in fact, deep to the Frölunda zone with only 8 seconds left in the second penalty. Frölunda forward. Kicking it on Hjalmarsson, but out of the box comes Inachak. So we're back to 5-a-side. Inachak trying to collect. He skates in right wing. Feeds off. That shot, Hlinka blockered away by Gustafsson. And here comes Lasu forward as Frölunda again attacks. Lasu, right ring. Slides in deep. Now nearly given away by Klimek, but Sparta forward. Into the Frölunda zone, but Inachak spilled. Sparta fans want a penalty, but definitely not one there. So we're down to 4:55 left in the first period. 2-2 in the Champions Hockey League final. Here comes Sparta. Backhanded move. That one's easily turned aside by Gustafsson. Hands there falling to Kuduna for Sparta Prague. Heminger out to center ice. Single poking at the line. Stays in the zone, so Single can control. Plays in front. That one shot over the crossbar by Uher for Sparta Prague. Jakob Larson, left wing, dumps the puck in deep for Richard Nedemlel to chase for Sparta. Banked out to center ice, returned with interest by Frölunda. And it's Nedemlel. This time he can't clear the line. Kept in by Friedgren in front. Puppala makes a save and covers. Away from the lurking number 3, Carl Grinstrom. Second round draft pick of the Toronto Maple Leafs only last summer, Carl Grundstrom. 5 points in his last 6 CHL games played, but we'll take a power break. Catch our breath. 2-2 in the CHL final between Frölunda and Sparta.
Kurva, pomozte jim na těch opětných bodech a v tom prostředku, ať to udělá, přesto co nebudou strany, ale neujíždějte, musíme jít pomoct. Já have to do the breakdown. Pojďte.
Usually Kalu's not a big guy himself anyway, but looking even smaller, trying to hide behind the boards in that timeout. He joined Sparta Prague as the head coach and sports manager last summer, having most recently been with Trinets into the 2015-2016 season. Never played pro hockey himself, Uji Kalus. But he has sparked a great revival in the club's fortune this year. They did have a strong season last year, finishing second in the Czech Extraliga. Wound up losing in the playoff finals. This has lived up to the hype this game, very much worthy of the marquee attraction that is the Champions Hockey League final thus far. 3:54 left in the first period. Behind the net, it's Newberg now with the puck, taking it from Wellman. And now Devoe holding and playing forward. Hlinka can't quite control. Race to the puck. Won by Frölunda, but a couple of big hits in the corner there. Hlinka now centers, but it's cut out by the number 18, Nustebe. And Christopher Ain turning in his own zone. Ain, who had an amazing solo goal against Eisbären Berlin back in the round of 16 for Frölunda, his only tally in the competition thus far this year. Breakout forward here, just onside. Backhanded on by Kudina. Touchdown, but not kept in by Sparta Prague. And now near side, forward goes Kalina. Gustafsson out of his crease to play. Prochaska nearly stealing. Prochaska had his stick tied up, couldn't force the puck in front. Good work though, Kudina centering in front. And that shot just off the outside of the net by Lukáš Klimek. Another big hit in the boards, but that one's certainly legal as the puck comes free to Grundstrom for Frölunda. Grundstrom skating forward. Tried to slide in front, but Nedemlo got his body in the way. Lofted forward, Kumstat and Inachak chasing, but they give up the Ghostus Terminus play. Now Lundqvist. Lundqvist chips one beyond the goal line. That comes off a chink in the glass. Could be a chance here for Frölunda. Lundqvist, though, can't center. Good diving play there by Emminger defensively. Now Rusli Olsen picks a pocket. Puck in front, not turned in on goal. 1:52 left in the period as Pack with the puck far side. Pack trying to get the better of his defender. Then Gustafsson poking at the puck. Sparta might have wanted a penalty there, but Lundqvist counterattacks before skating too far. And Frölunda must start again. That noise you hear is the Sparta Prague visiting crowd section behind the goal of Johan Gustafsson. Stolberg now, along with Rusli Olsen coming forward. Banked off the backboards, then backhander by the body of Lassou, but not kept in at the point. So backwards goes Donovan. Matt Donovan making his European debut this season for Frölunda. Worked on to Lassou far side. He gets a rough ride into the boards, but first to Russell Olsen. Into the final minute of the first period of the 2017 Champions Hockey League final. Single looking for Klinka, but a little bit too far for him. Lemminger from the point. Gustafsson way out of his crease, but can't gather. Frölunda back out to center ice as Russell Olsen crumbles in a heap in his own corner. Both teams make a few changes. A lot of good hitting here in the first period. One illegal from Mikhail Repik. Plenty of good, clean hits. As Wellman forward, 21 seconds left in the period. Now back the other way comes Sparta. Vrana trying to work in front, slides to the low slot, but no one there. Backhanded on, 10 seconds in the period, and Sparta will go backwards. Mikush over the line. He's tied up, and I think we might have a penalty coming up with only 3 seconds in the period. That was a nonsense penalty for Frölunda to take. Matthew Donovan knows better than that. There wasn't going to be enough time to force the puck in front for an offensive chance.
Number 15, 2 minutes, interference.
Look at it again, Mikush. He was going it alone. Sparta had given up on the period, and Donovan getting his body unnecessarily in the way of the former 4th-round draft pick of the New York Islanders. Will sit for 2 minutes. Going to overlap into the second period, of course, barring an amazing faceoff win and shots. They do shoot, but not in on goal. As the buzzer sounds to end a breathless 20 minutes of hockey. Shots on goal in that first period, 16 for Sparta Prague, 15 for Frölunda Gothenburg. And probably some talking for both teams in their respective dressing rooms. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Frölundaborg Isstadion in Gothenburg, Sweden. We're at the end of 20 minutes of the 2017 Champions Hockey League final. Our score 2-2 between Frölunda Gothenburg and Sparta Prague. I'm Darren Kilfera, happy to have witnessed probably the best 20 minutes of hockey I've seen in the Champions Hockey League all season. As Frölunda just coming back out onto the ice here at the start of the second period. Again, shots on goal, 31 of them in that first period. 16 for Sparta, 15 for Frölunda. And remember that Sparta will be on the power play to start the second period. Minute 57 remaining in the minor penalty to Matthew Donovan. Sparta coming back out onto the ice. They have a bit of a checkered history in the CHL. In 2014, they lost to Linköping in the round of 16 after a very strong group stage performance, knocking out both Kalpa-Kuopio and Vecua Lakers. Last season, they came in second in Group M. They actually finished behind Storhamar Hamar from Norway. Then they defeated Austin Matthews' ZSA Zurich team in the round of 32 before losing 6-5 on aggregate to Kepet Oulu in the round of 16, a loss they avenged this season in the round of 32. As for Frölunda, the teams they have defeated in Champions Hockey League action: Geneva, Devoe, and Freiburg from Switzerland, Villach from Austria, Ingolstadt, Wolfsburg, and Berlin from Germany, Litvinov and Pardubice from the Czech Republic, Tampere, IFK Helsinki, Kärpät Oulu twice, and Jyväskylä from Finland, Luleå and Linköping from Sweden, Unos Minsk from Belarus, Briançon from France, and Sheffield Steelers from Great Britain. A pretty impressive collection of scalps they have amassed over the past, well, nearly 3 full Champions Hockey League seasons, trying to add Sparta to that list here tonight. But as we get ready for the start of the second period, Petr Vrana, such a fantastic piece of footwork, kicking the puck onto his stick to get that shorthanded goal for Sparta, which mitigated the eventual power play goal that was scored during that 5-on-4 by Lundqvist. Andre Devoe, you see, again making his first CHL appearance tonight in the final. New signing, he's from Freeport in the Bahamas originally. Canadian mother and a Bahamian father. And we're back underway. Vrana coming forward. Sparta trying to set up the work on the power play. Sparta only 26th in CHL power play percentage this season. Frölunda 11th in penalty killing percentage at 87.8%. So this is a matchup which should favor Frölunda relatively, and they do indeed tossing the puck down the ice. 1:26 left in the penalty to Donovan. Moved forward by Mikush. Now near side Vrana. Trying to get the better of Newberg, but the puck trapped by Gustafsson. Vrana just couldn't finagle the puck in front. And so 1:14 left in the 5-on-4 chance. Petr Vrana, an NHL player previously with the New Jersey Devils. A little bit of experience there in the top league in the world. Face-off draw, one back to Gernat, but his shot off the body of Lundqvist to the far boards and Inachak. And worked in front, eventually comes free to Gernat up top. This is Inachak getting some booze because of his incident in the first period. That single worked in front. That shot, though, deflected and pushed onward to where Rusli Olsen can play, but can't get it past the red line. 46 seconds left in the Sparta Prague power play. Single does a nice job to gain the line, but only for a moment. Back it goes to Sparta in their own zone. Inachak pushes far boards. Feathered in front, bouncing puck, gloved by Stolberg, and then saucer down the length again. Both teams maybe coming a little bit slowly out of the locker room, as nearly given away to the onrushing Lasso. Into the power play shift there for Gernat. Again, Frölunda with the puck. Rusli Olsen coming forward. And that's just offside, though. With 9 seconds left on the Donovan minor. This Sparta power play really hasn't taken flight here at the start of the second period. Can't really expect this game to continue in such a breathless fashion as it did in the first period, but one can only hope for more fireworks as this period continues, from a neutral perspective at least. Draw one by Frölunda, back to Newberg. Casually shot down the ice by Sigalet. And as the puck is touched up, both teams just back to 5-a-side. So the draw is going to stay in the Sparta zone. And Sergei Kalus, no doubt, unimpressed with his power play unit, but he'll hope to get more chances. Special teams later on in this game. Back to the point, Terminus. The shot not seen. Goes wide of Pepperle's crease. As he tried to fight through the screen. Devoe pushes forward and chases for Sparta. Vrana to it first. Devoe absorbs the hit in the backboards. Still coming away with the puck. Now slid across to Terminus. Grinstrom in his own corner. Has to be careful away from Emminger. Grinstrom skating right in front of his own crease. Gets away with it, and now Frölunda will start forward. Good pass far side to Grundstrom. Grundstrom, though, bodied beautifully by Nedemlau. Didn't fall for the fake, and then the much smaller Grundstrom trying to retaliate the body shot to Nedemlau. Back at the other end, bouncing puck pushed away from his own crease by Sundstrom before he goes for a change. Now Inachak at his own line. Inachak near side, dummied by Gernat, but stolen, played forward. Here's a chance for Frölunda. Pepperle is standing firm. Shot never came in from Ain. Now Casey Wellman in the corner. Wellman this way and that, trying to get away from Gernat, but can't. Now Ain pushed into the boards. Inachak from skate to stick, and then lofted forward. Icing waved off. Wellman going backwards. Peck being a pest in the Frölunda zone, but now Ain gains the red line. Umstat worked on. Peck with a chance. They work it free, but just missing with Sean Bergenheim in the way defensively for Frölunda. And nearly a giveaway by Ain at the end of a shift. He needs to get off the ice. Good job by Kalina, as here comes Peck forward for Sparta. Slid in front, but unable to get the shot on goal. Kumstad just couldn't quite find the handle. Larson has his pocket pick. Again, is Peck trying to center. Plays behind the net instead. As trying to center the puck. Now it's worked back up top to Emminger. And that shot into the body of Gustafsson, and he finds and holds. Rebound flopping down right in front of him. So some more all-action stuff here in Frölunda. 15:34 left in the second period. Lundqvist, you probably know, twin brother of Henrik Lundqvist, the outstanding netminder for the New York Rangers. He's on the score sheet tonight thanks to that tip from Terminus and Olofsson late in the 5-minute major power play that Frölunda had in that first period. Those two misconducts in the first period mean that Sparta missing a couple of familiar faces in their attacking lineup. Foreman and Repik. That puck shot in deep and gloved and held by Gustafsson. Johan Gustafsson became the #1 goalie for Frölunda in last season's SHL playoffs. Lars Johansson was injured. Johansson it was who played in the CHL final last season for Frölunda. He has now left the club. Van Bakala signed to replace him in the offseason. Ain going into the corner defensively for Frölunda. Slides it on a little bit too far for Larson. And deep Linka. The ageless Linka finding the puck in front. Unable to penetrate the big red line of defensemen for Frölunda. Out to center, Ain takes another hit. Roman gaining the puck at the point. But now stolen, here comes Repik. Repik back out on the ice after his misconduct. That puck in front just through the crease, but to the corner. Puck eventually backward for Sparta, then push forward for Repik. Chance, players in front, but unable to connect on the pass. boards, Sparta able to control. Andre Prochaska in the corner trying to use his body defensively, but Frölunda able to break forward. This is Figren. Figren 1 against 2. Can't get around Gernat defensively. But now again with the puck, chance in front, Peperla poking. Still they fight in front, and Sparta comes away with the puck. Good rush there by Sundstrom. And eventually Sparta ices the puck, so Sundstrom's efforts indirectly win a faceoff draw deep in the Sparta zone. Sundstrom, the SHL playoff MVP last season. The Stefan Liv Memorial Trophy had 9 points in the SHL playoffs for Frölunda as they won their first title for 13 seasons. 11 seasons, beg your pardon, last in 2005. They had one in 2003 as well. Frölunda at the pinnacle of European ice hockey at the moment, but it's not always been so, even though they have one of the most passionate fan bases in Sweden. A shot from the point, left pad save made by Peperla, easy enough. Chance coming in from Donovan. Again at the point, it's Matthew Donovan holding. Glides in deep for Olofsson. Actually left in the corner. Hjalmarsson tries to work free. Olofsson back behind the net. Looking for Donovan, pitching in for the point. Got a penalty coming up to Sparta Prague here. Lundqvist bumped into the backboards. Finally, Gustafsson sees it, so the extra attacker about to come on the ice as Newberg plays far side. Lundqvist holding. That's Olofsson up top, gives it over. Now Lundqvist winds, fires, Peperla making the save. We go back to center ice, and Lundqvist still holding. Still skating 6-on-5 here. Now it's worked forward. This is a good chance. In front, they score! And a Strom breaking out in the goal mouth area. All 12 players on the ice involved. What a fantastic move, though. 6-on-5. I thought the chance had gone as the puck went back out to center ice. But instead, Casey Wellman getting his second of the night. And he is now, again, joint top scorer in the CHL. Fantastic finish into the roof of the net over the shoulder of Peperla. Beat Kalina easily at the line, left Klimek for dead, in off the underside of the crossbar. Fantastic finish for the double goal scorer on the night, Casey Wellman. And barged into the net through no fault of his own. It was Sverdchek who pushed Wellman into Peperla. Peperla a little bit groggy getting up as we wait to see what referees, if decision they'll make, if any. Obviously that cancels out the penalty that would have been forthcoming.
15-20, that is 15-20.
So Donovan from Lundqvist. So Lundqvist getting the assist along with Donovan means that the scoring charts remain tied, or beg your pardon, that Lundqvist keeps the 1-point lead. The MVP candidate staying ahead of his teammates. That's all academic, though. The important thing is that Frölunda have their first lead of the night. To our score, and again, the crowd getting loud here in Frölundaborg. Only that one pocket of white-shirted Sparta supporters at the left end of the ice. Silent at the moment. Back underway, Frölunda winning the face-off draw. Let's see if Sparta can regroup after falling behind. Well, giving the puck away, Peperla behind his own goal line. Kept at the right point. Now Nedemlel getting to the puck first for Sparta Prague. Inachak able to clear Sparta zone. Now it's center ice. Krumstad went straight to the bench after dumping the puck in. And here's Lasu coming forward right wing. He's sealed into the boards by Gernat. Uher back defensively, but Grundstrom good work in the corner. It's dug free and then packed in front, but cut out by the defending Juraj Mikuš. Slid near side to Inachak. Kicked on by Mikuš, so no icing as Terminus plays on corner. Stolberg can't gather cleanly, then Grundstrom lost control before Sundstrom working forward. He's tripped up, a no penalty call. And Sundstrom slow getting up. Sparta working forward. Gernat slides onward. Is very slow to the bench, Johan Sundstrom. Helena in front. That one blocked by Figren on his knees. Figren taking the return pass across the red line he goes. And the backhanded glove down by Pepperla, taking no chances, forcing the face-off draw. Sundstrom, you see, just going down to the ice, no fault of Dominic Uher there. We take a power break. Frölunda have taken their first lead of the night. It's 3-2 for the hosts over Sparta Prague.
Jdeme za nima. Nedělejme oblouky, my jdeme po něm. On nás značí, my uděláme oblouka, on vyjíždí druhou stranu. Buďte šikovný v tom. Hůl pracuju, počkám si, já mám ho tam nahnanýho. Přeci, ale než je udělám oblouka, oni tímto toučem jedou v tom souboje. Musíme ho dohrát v tomhle.
Mentioned Frölunda's SHL title history earlier. Sparta Prague have won 8 Czech titles, including 4 in the Extraliga era. 2007, the last one of those, though. They've also, unfortunately for them, had a lot of success, a lot of familiarity, finishing second in European finals. They lost the old European League in the year 2000 and the European Champions Cup in 2008, on both occasions losing to Metalurg Magnitogorsk of the KHL. Frölunda also defeated Sparta 4-3 in the bronze medal game in the European Hockey League back in 1996-1997 season. Jaroslav Hlinka, believe it or not, played in that game, the Sparta captain here tonight. He has truly seen it all in his 5 different spells with Sparta Prague. Having to be careful of Vrana going through his own slot, but Sparta works it on to Emminger as they skate forward. That's going to be offside, though, far side. Emminger's pass wasn't crisp enough. Both teams will make some changes. 10:38 left in the second period. Shots on goal 7-2 in the second period for Frölunda, so 22-18 on the game thus far. And Casey Wellman given the assist actually to Victor Olofsson and Matthew Donovan. So if that is indeed the case, we stand corrected again. Wellman has joined Joel Lundqvist atop the CHL scoring charts. Lucas Peck falling behind now. Still scoreless on the night. The man in the top scorer's jersey for Sparta. Lundqvist whips the pass far side. Olofsson cutting in, but he overskates the puck. Get another chance in the corner, though. Looking for Lundqvist in front. But he's gloved out of the air and played on by Gernat. Hjalmarsson. Interesting line combination by Roger Rönnberg tonight. Hjalmarsson alongside Olofsson and the big man Lundqvist. That puck in front and a great pass attempt. Andre Prochaska cutting to the net, but couldn't connect cleanly with what would have been a great tip attempt. Instead, it's Gernat in his own zone over to Krumstad. Andre Devoe playing his first game back in Sweden after an unfortunate incident he had when playing with Rögle 2 seasons ago. He was checked into the boards in an SHL, or beg your pardon, an Allsvenskan game, and lost consciousness. I'll come back to that in a moment. As Frölunda working the puck in front, Wesley Olsen gathered the rebound. Now that shot wide off the backboard. Lasu from a sharp angle can't beat Pepperla. Very rubbery boards in this arena. The puck really springing out from behind the net. And any shot that goes wide. Hallinan now with the puck, far side. Figren gaining the puck at center ice. Going backwards before playing on toward Russell Olsen. On Sverchek though, back defensively for Sparta. Up to Kumstad. Puck can't quite gather away from Donovan. And Donovan plays forward. Lundqvist dropping the puck off for Figren. Chance here, save made Peverla, and good rebound control. Puck flopping down at his feet. Off the chance from Robin Figren, the former third-round draft pick of the New York Islanders. Just to return to Andre Devoe quickly, I mentioned he was playing in an Allsvenskan game for Rögle. He was checked into the boards by Per Halmarsson, actually lost consciousness. The Västerås player then brutally attacked by Devoe during a pregame warm-up the next time the two teams met. That led Rögle to cancel his contract. And Devoe really trying to live that incident down. He's showed a bit of nerves coming into this game tonight, I think. Just the occasion. You never know how you're going to react in a situation like that, but he's played well thus far. As Newberg centers in front, cut out play to the near boards as Bergenheim takes a wild hack at the puck. And Newberg can't quite keep at the point, and offside will be the whistle as touching the puck up was Casey Wellman. Devoe very much still finding his niche in this defensive-minded system that usually Kaulius plays for Sparta Prague, but excited to be sort of restarting his career at such a big club. He had a number of offers, but he waited for the right moment to come back into hockey after his contract terminated by Rögle back in the 2014-2015 season. Talented player, he has NHL experience, does Devoe. And right now it's Frölunda flipping the puck in deep, and Lassu now kicking the puck forward. Looking for Stolberg, but coming away with the puck is Mikush for Sparta. Now has the puck taken off of his stick by Stolberg. Continue to fight for the puck behind the goal line. Centered in front, but Stolberg had his stick tied up. Then another shot, that one somehow seen and patted away, and blockered away by Peperla. Bergenheim with a bit of space in his own zone. Now Repik chasing for Sparta. Instead, puck comes to Lundqvist. Check dodge, kicked forward by Olofsson. Olofsson with him. Lundqvist gloving the puck down. Now Olofsson. Olofsson in front for Frölunda. Sparta, though, good job working up to Flinka. Now Repik pushing forward. Onside, Repik. That puck swept in on goal. Easy enough save made by Gustafsson. Sparta trying to get some attack zone time here in this second period, but Flinka lost it. And again, the Swedes come forward. Hjalmarsson chipping toward the near corner. Olofsson bodied away from the puck by Sverchek. Rusli Olsen now out. He can't gather. Sparta out to center ice. Puck through the skates of Devoe. And now Figren. Outlet pass eventually finds Rusli Olsen after Propaska got in the way. Near corner Sverchek. Can't clear the line. Now Figren in front. Right pad save made by Peperla. Figren twisting in the corner for Frölunda. Devoe falling to the ice. No penalty called against or on Devoe. Ain also crumpled after taking a hit from the skate of Devoe. And it'll be Devoe into the corner, touching the puck first away from Wellman. Newberg far side for Frölunda. Shot fake there, now in front, but blocked by Devoe. Newberg left point now. He winds and fires. That right pad save made by Peperla. Devoe into the corner. Forward over the head of Klimek as far as the red line, and Donovan. Frölunda though counterattacking again. Another save made by Peperla. Rebound, and Peperla traps this one. Two chances there offensively for Matthew Donovan, and now in the corner, Donovan tying up Sverchek. Tempers high here in Frölunda, Gothenburg, as they lead by 3-2 over Sparta Prague, heading into another power break. .5:21 left in the second period as the Swiss linesman being kept busy here. Let's hear from Roger Wernberg. Roger Wernberg in his 4th year as the head coach of Frölunda Gothenburg. Not easy to keep a European club team ticking over from season to season if players of the talent of Ryan Lash, last year's CHL MVP, no longer with the club. Arturi Lehkonen played in the early stages of this year's CHL for Frölunda, but he's now with the Montreal Canadiens. Spencer Abbott had a cup of coffee with the Chicago Blackhawks this season after scoring in last year's CHL final. Andreas Jonsson now with the Toronto Marlies. So a lot of talent has left for Frölunda, but Wernberg doing an excellent job keeping it all hanging together, which you cannot say about their opponents in last year's final. Kepet Oulu struggling in the lower half of the Finnish Liga this season. Just about ready to get back underway. Face-off draw out at center ice. Draw one back to Jonathan Sigalat for Frölunda. Rusli Olsen misreading that play, coming in offside on the near wing. As Larson trying to bring the puck in. Rusli Olsen acquired from Vålerenga back in 2012. Norwegian player had 47 points in 35 games that year that he was acquired from Vålerenga, who featured in the first edition of the current CHL back in 2014, but not since. Face-off draw coming back to Inacek in his own zone, as now Emminger plays in the Sparta corner. Peck miscontrols. Rusli Olsen will chase Emminger and Peppala to the puck, and Peppala way out of his crease to cover. Happy enough to take the face-off draw in the Sparta zone. Tomas Peppala had 2 games with the Columbus Blue Jackets in the NHL back in the 2006-2007 season. Acquired by Sparta from Sochi in the KHL back in 2015. Peppala actually in his 5th spell with the club. That's something that he and his captain Blinka have in common. Peppala watching intently as Lundqvist wins another face-off draw. An excellent face-off man, Joel Lundqvist. Olsen into the corner. Gets bumped off the puck, and now maybe Sparta can work for it, but nope, miscontrolled. Terman is playing at his own line for Frölunda. Inside Hjalmarsson working forward. 4:37 left in the second period. 3-2 our score in favor of the hosts, looking to retain the CHL title they won last season in northern Finland. Now Sparta forward, but Uher levered off the puck by Terminus. Frölunda out to center. Nice couple of bodies tangled up at the red line, no penalty call. Sverchek in his own corner, but Lundqvist comes away. Had Grinstrum for a moment in front. Did Lundqvist, but now Grinstrum in the corner. Riding a couple of sticks to the shins there as the puck eventually off the back of the net by Figren. Now Lasu off to Figren. Figren twisting and turning it from Barinka. Then the weak shot in front is easily patted aside by Peppala. Now Grinstrum, that puck bounced wide. Took a deflection. Still Lasu far side. That's too far for Figren. And Sverchek just backhands the puck down the ice. That'll be icing against the visitors. Now Sverchek last scored a goal in any competition back in the 2013-2014 season. That's before the CHL in its current iteration even existed, so won't expect to see him on the score sheet tonight. Face-off draw one back to Jakob Larson. Larson banks the puck in deep, round three boards to the far side of the ice. And just squirms out to center. With the glove there of Bergenheim, who now comes in a little bit prematurely. Sean Bergenheim. Played with the Swiss champions Bern last summer, did the Finn Sean Bergenheim. Not the most Finnish sounding name I've ever heard, but registered for the CHL on the 6th of November. Has played in 4 CHL games since. Former first-round draft pick of the New York Islanders all the way back in 2002. Vrana at his own line. This is more the game we expected to see from Sparta here in the second period. More defensive-minded, more making sure get all their coverages right, although they say that puck nearly given away. And in fact, a chance in front. Peppula squirming, and now a penalty coming up on Sparta Prague. Just as I was praising Sparta for their defensive discipline this period, the penalty committed. Player going to the box is Petr Vrana.
Number 20, 2 minutes for booking.
Vrana caught in no man's land there as he had to hook Bergenheim down to the ice. It's going away from the net, so no obvious goal scoring opportunity, no penalty shot awarded to Bergenheim, but Vrana red-faced into the penalty box. So Frölunda back on the power play, a chance to pad their lead. Neither team having led by more than a goal thus far tonight in the CHL final. Gustafsson having to play after Sparta moved the puck up the ice, but now Terminus holding away from the forechecking Klimek. Puck dropped off to Olofsson, and here comes Frölunda forward. Just over the line, then slid further below the goal line towards Mikush. Mikush doing a nice job getting to the puck first. He'll have time to slide it forward and tip down the length of the ice. Where Gustafsson again plays. Terminus now. Away from Kumstad. More careful with Peck lurking. Olofsson now forward for Frölunda. Nice job by Peck though to get in the way, and he flips the puck down the ice. This could be Sparta Prague's best offensive chance of the period, working on the shorthanded situation here. And poke back to center. This time by the number 42, Barenka. Wellman out on the ice along with Bergenheim for this power play shift for Frölunda. 51 seconds left in the 5-on-4. Again, good job by Sparta at their own line. That's Nursteberg getting his first power play shift of the night. Fegren far side. Just onside was Bergenheim. Bergenheim far side, but here comes Sparta shorthanded. Thought I was joking. Here's Repik trying to kick the puck forward, but can't. Be a little bit careful, but they get back quickly enough. Now Fegren near side, just onside. He's off for Nursteberg. 17 seconds left with the penalty to Vrana. To watch for him coming out of the box as that puck just tipped over the glass. Face-off draw will stay. And Sparta enter the ice with 12 seconds left in the Frölunda power play. I'm sure Roger Rönnberg and his staff are warning their players 12 seconds until Vrana's out of the box. Be careful, because he'll come out of the box just outside the Frölunda line. And Sparta may look for him. We've seen breakaways in the CHL and elsewhere in far less promising circumstances at the end of a penalty. Right now, though, Frölunda with the attack zone pressure. Rusli Olsen in front. That's off the side of the net. 2 seconds left. Barenka onto Uher, and there is Vrana out of the box, but forced to go backwards before trying to touch the puck forward. Instead, lost it to Rusli Olsen. But now Vrana back over to Nedamlo with only 30 seconds left in the second period. Play definitely slowing down this period relative to the first. It's shooting for Frölunda thus far. They have the only goal of the period. They've got the puck. Newberg backhanding in deep. Wellman going to chase with 11 seconds left. Nenemal to it first though for Sparta. The bouncing puck out to center. Homestead overskated. Maybe a late chance here. Gustafsson forced to make a right pad save. He falls to the ice as the buzzer sounds. So a half chance there for Andre Kuruna right at the buzzer. Gustafsson will give him the benefit of the doubt in saying he knew that the buzzer was about to sound. But not the best balance we've seen from the Swedish netminder tonight, but that was definitely Frölunda's period. Shots on goal in the period, 16-3 in their favor, so now 31-19 on the night. That is the Frölunda Gothenburg dressing room. Those players in red only 20 minutes away from defending their European title. Frölunda Gothenburg 3, Sparta Prague 2, our score at the end of 40 minutes of play. Frölunda fans happy. I'm Darren Kilfera as we are ready for a dynamite third period. If Sparta Prague can come back out with the intensity and aggression they showed in the first 20 minutes, we could have a real barn burner here to finish the 2016-2017 European season. A reminder that 3 players remain in contention for the NordicBet MVP trophy of this season's Champions Hockey League. 2 of them on the ice tonight. Joel Lundqvist from Frölunda trying to become the 3rd straight Frölunda Gothenburg winner of this award. Ryan Lash won it last year. Mattis Olim in a losing cause in 2015. Lukas Pech been kept very quiet tonight. He's the 2nd candidate in the top scorer's jersey there. You just saw him briefly heading out the door of the Sparta locker room. The 3rd is Yannick Rathgeb from Fribourg-Gotteron. He was among those on 12 points coming into this game tonight, along with Wellman, Peck, and Roman Cervenka, Rathgeb's teammate on Fribourg-Gotteron. That vote will be decided 50% on a jury. Johan Svensson, Bo Lennartson, Daniel Nielsen Padilla, Martin Bergman, and Dennis Shalin, mostly journalists and authors there. NordicBet's Dennis Shalin having a vote on the panel. And 50% to a fan vote. Many of you, I'm sure, will have cast your votes for who you think the best player in this year's CHL was among those 3 finalists. That will be part of the post-game ceremony that we'll find out tonight. There'll be MVPs for tonight's game as well. I wonder if Tomas Pepela might yet get a look in for that. 28 saves on 31 shots thus far tonight. Sparta upgraded to 4 shots in the 2nd period instead of the 3 that I'd said. So 31 for Frölunda and 20 shots for Sparta Prague through 2 periods tonight. Johan Gustafsson by far the less busy goaltender in that 2nd period. And that's the man, Casey Wellman, who has the inside track for tonight's MVP award and possibly yet the CHL scoring title this year. He would win it on goals scored at the moment ahead of his teammate Lundqvist. Lundqvist with 4 goals, Wellman now with 8 on the season. And with both teams back out onto the ice, the final period of the 157th and final game of this year's Champions Hockey League is underway. Face-off draw won by Lundqvist. Devoe dumps forward, and Frölunda right where they want to spend the rest of this game in the Sparta zone. Linka though works it free. Vrana playing forward. Give and go attempted there at the line. Not connected upon. Now the puck into the near boards where Linka hacks on. Vrana leaves off. Spinning in deep is Repik. Very skillful line on the ice here for Sparta to start the third period. Repik on loan from Czech in the KHL this season. Slides in front. Puck is free. Rebound. With Gustafsson nowhere, they weren't able to convert. The chance there, I think, falling to the number 26, Juraj Mikuš. On the rebound, look at it again. Linka in the corner. It was indeed Mikuš. He had net to shoot at, but just couldn't elevate the puck over Gustafsson. Good start to this third period for Sparta Prague. 45 seconds in, already halfway to their shots on goal tally in the second period. Lundqvist again winning that faceoff draw in 2013-2014 season. Lundqvist had the best faceoff win percentage of anyone in the Swedish Hockey League. Now Klimek having to backtrack away from Hjalmarsson in his own zone. Thegren pinching in for the left point. Klimek taking the hit. Unable to dig the puck free for Sparta, but now it's flipped near side towards Devoe. Klimek finally able to clear, but Frölunda with the puck. Big cross ice pass, here they come forward again. Centering pass was faked upon, now into the corner it goes. Grundstrom on the backhand into Lundqvist. Now Larson from the point, that's blockered aside by Pepela. And it just skipped over the glass. So the face-off draw will remain in Sparta's end of the ice. Jakob Larson, we mentioned, former 27th overall draft pick in the NHL entry draft back in 2015. Played in the World Junior Championship last season for Sweden. And he, plenty of energy in those young legs. Here in the third period, the end of a long season. Both of these two teams played domestically on Sunday as well, so not a huge break before the CHL final. It's more common for Sparta to play on the Sunday leading into a Tuesday night CHL game than it is for Frölunda. Usually the SHL games ending on Saturday to finish the weekend. Now Bergenheim forward. Sparta fans wanted a penalty, but none coming. Bergenheim, big size mismatch there below the goal line as he battled against Kumstad. And now Peck pushes forward, but a bit too far forward. As first to it, Sigalet in the corner. Now Larson. Larson held. Going to get the puck back from his teammate Sigalet. Now Ain spun to the ice. And the long pass, that would have been offside. And here comes Sparta forward. Have to open up their game a little bit here in the third period. Centering pass in front. Again, Gustafsson down on the ice. Puck takes a high deflection way into the rafters before coming back down. In the corner, they scrum to his side. Kudina just about working it free. Uher takes a tumble, but again, no penalty. Now Rusli Olsen at center ice. He's forced backward. But Frölunda again coming forward. Stolberg losing the puck in the corner. Lundqvist finding the handle, working it back to the point. That shot saved by Pepela through a screen. Determined as it was again from the point with the shot. Lundqvist trying to center, but again, got in the way, and Gernot lost his stick, and that could be a penalty coming up on the Frölunda captain, who now falls on his back onto the ice. It's a slash called, and it is on the Frölunda captain, Jo Lundqvist. He can't believe it. But a golden opportunity now coming up for Sparta to work their way back into this game.
22 minutes slashing.
Lundqvist in the box. We can tell you that Johan Sundstrom limped off the ice earlier and is not expected to return to this game. Patrick Karlsson also been taken to the hospital after his stick under the chin in the first period. So Frölunda now with Lundqvist in the sin bin. That's 3 of their prominent players out of action in this game. Obviously Lundqvist will be returning in 2 minutes, but Karlsson out. We think Sundstrom out as well for the duration. Ronnie getting kicked out of the face-off circle. Big 2 minutes coming up for Sparta. Looking for their 9th power play goal in this year's CHL. Right now it's Repik near boards. Getting it back from Hlinka, up to the point Mikush. Shot whipped in front, that one deflected aside by Gustafsson. Hlinka, right ring. Good job by Vrana fighting for the puck, now into the corner. Near side Repik. As Mikush up top. Far side again, Vrana taking up a good position. Mikush and Vrana playing catch. Vrana now to Repik. Nicely worked. Has a man in front. And a tip by Kunstad, missing the net. Still though, Hlinka far side. Mikush at the point. His shot goes wide off a deflection. 1:18 left in the power play chance as Hlinka spilled to the ice. That allows Frölunda to clear. Quickly forward to Hlinka. Frölunda able to make a couple of changes there as this power play shift continues for Jaroslav Hlinka far corner. Up to Mikush again. Backhand in front. Gustafsson making the save and way out of his crease to sprawl. Didn't cover the puck though, has to quickly scramble back. Now 49 seconds left on the penalty to Lundqvist. Mikush off to Gernot. Gernot broke his stick. That's a really bad break as coming forward Russell Olsen. Gernot waiting until the danger is passed before going back to the bench to take another stick. 25 seconds left in the Sparta power play chance. 14:59 to go in regulation time as Kudrna comes in left wing. Drops the puck off to Uher. His shot right pad saved by Gustafsson. And then cleared by Frölunda again. 10 seconds left in the power play chance. Time for one last rush maybe. Here comes Single. Single peels away right ring. Drops off for Uher, now gets it back. But that's Lundqvist out of the box. Power play over. Both teams back to full strength. Sparta still with a chance. That puck whipped in front, and I think it went off of the pad of Gustafsson, going all the way back out to center ice. And so Frölunda dodges that bullet. Sparta again coming forward through Uher. Nicely worked to the point. Shot saved by Gustafsson, and he does just about find the handle and cover away from Barinka and Kudrna. So Sparta Prague already 8 shots on goal here in the third period. Remember, they had only 4 in the duration of the second period. Power play or not, they have had the lion's share of the pressure here. You see that tip attempt by Kunstad just going wide. That's surely the best chance in that recent flurry of action. It's still very much anybody's hockey game in the 2017 European Champions Hockey League final. That pass too far. No icing though, as they ruled Barinka could have played the puck in his own zone. But now Klimek will work the puck out to center, and Pack just lost control. Could have been bursting through the 2 Frölunda defenders there. Lasu below his own goal line has his pocket picked by Pack. Puck in front, they score! Klimek! That's the goal. Sparta's pressure in the third period deserved. Lukas Klimek tipping the puck in front past Gustafsson, and we have a brand new hockey game. 13:45 to go. 3-3 our score between Frölunda and Sparta Prague. Brilliantly worked. Klimek taking up the position about 10 feet out. Inachak dug it free to Peck up top. A shot in, I think, from Sverchek. And look at the Sparta fans celebrating. Lukas Klimek, 5th goal of this year's CHL, had a goal and 2 assists in the second leg of the semifinal against Vekwa Lakers. And Sparta Prague, all the forward momentum here in the third period. Let's see what Frölunda can do by way of counterattacking as Olofsson going around the world behind the goal line. Still controlling Olofsson. Flips away from net and low, gets it back below Pepperle's goal. Up top to Newbrick at the point. His shot goes through traffic, but high and wide to the far boards. Still Olofsson buzzing down low, centers in front, but it's cut out again to the near side corner. Reminder, we'll have up to 20 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime if we remain tied at the end of regulation. Mikush now out to center, but that's aimless and down the length of the ice. It will be icing against Sparta Prague. No line change, obviously. Face-off draw adjacent. Tomasz Pepperle. See the goal again. It is Klimek from Sverchek and Pach. A very rare point for Jan Sverchek. 5 assists in this year's Extraliga, only 1 CHL point prior to tonight in this year's campaign. Face-off draw won by Frölunda. At the point, it's Nursteber. He'll wind it in deep. 3 boards to the far side, but Repik bangs the puck out. Icing waved off, so Sparta can change. Fans you hear chanting and drumming are in the visiting supporter section right now. Sparta very much in the ascendancy in terms of winning the fan battle here in Frölundaborg. But chance possibly in front, turned away, back to the point, Nursteber. Good cross-ice pass, finds Figren. Bouncing puck again back to Nursteber, left point. And that pass cut out by Kumstad. Still though, Frölunda with the attack zone pressure. Figren. Now he loses to Kumstad. Sparta does bank the puck out to center, and Klimek. He touches on. Sparta makes a few changes as Kumstad getting Terminus into the backboards. 11:54 left in regulation time. Terminus again fighting for the puck down low. Kumstad nearly found a way to center. Now Peck with the puck in deep. He turns away. Center's in front, still loose. Then he skates free, and then Peck poking with Gustafsson losing his stick. Peck couldn't connect, though. And the puck just over the goal line. That will be icing, much to the disgust of the Frölunda bench. Terminus forced to come back out onto the ice after the icing. 11.5 minutes left in the third period here, as you see that chance where Gustafsson lost his stick and Peck pitching in right there, just couldn't get it underneath or above the pads of Gustafsson. Face-off draw won again by Frölunda, and there's Stolberg far side in his own zone. Stolberg dodging 2 Sparta hits. And luckily for Sparta, that puck coming off the linesman's skates. Pass though a little bit too far for Kudina. Now Frölunda forward. Stolberg right wing. Lasso hit single into the backboards. Uher trying to wedge Wesley Olsen off the puck. To the side, they dig at it. Nedemwell over to help out his colleague in the corner for Sparta Prague. Not going anywhere, the puck at the moment. Clock continues to tick. 10:41 left in the period, and then finally it squirts free. Again, though, the scrum reforms in the corner. Very rugby-like passage of play here in the Frölunda Borgstadion. Eventually, Sparta wins the scrum to Nedumlau. Now Emminger near boards. Up to Lundqvist single. Over the line, but overskated the puck. Russell Olsen able to work at the center. Both teams changing. Nearly too many men on the ice as Bergenheim was uncertain. Pepperla, who didn't know whether to stick or twist there, decided to move the puck to the corner rather than cover. Bergenheim turning in the corner for Frölunda Gothenburg. Inside the final 10 minutes of regulation now. It's Ain in front, but it's tipped away out to Hlinka, and here comes Sparta Prague forward. Hlinka slides on, then player tripped up for Sparta, but no penalty call. Another big hit in the corner, that on Hlinka. And Frölunda out to center. Now Christopher Ain swiping the puck in deep. Pepperla near side over to Kudrna. Now Vrana forward, but Frölunda back the other way. Big hit there upon Hjalmarsson at center ice by the much bigger Barenka. Sparta forward, sharp angle shot turned aside by Gustafsson. That was Klimek from the angle. On the other end, Lundqvist tried to pass off, but Sparta got back defensively very well there. And here's Peck. Peck up to Klimek. Klimek going it alone at the end of a shift. He'll just dump the puck in deep and go for a change himself. 8:45 left in regulation time. Could be our first overtime CHL final. Rulio won the first final 4-2 over Frölunda. Frölunda won 2-1 last year over Kärpät Oulu. Right now Frölunda with a puck. Grundstrom trying to center, but bouncing puck gathered by Sparta, and here come the Czechs forward. Uher chasing right wing boards. Drops it deep towards Single. Single can't get it back to Kudrna. Frölunda's stick goes down to the ice, but Swedes have the puck. Given away, though, there to Mikush. Mikush has to come back to center. Both teams changing. 8:01 left in regulation. And the giveaway. Here comes Frölunda forward, and Pepperla has to make a save. That shot by Jonathan Sigalet in front. Long spell of action ends in a power break. Our score now, Frölunda Gothenburg 3, Sparta Prague 3, CHL final, entering the closing stages. There is an international break coming up this week. We mentioned earlier in the broadcast the Sweden hockey games taking place, part of the Euro Hockey Tour. That's taking place here in Gothenburg, but the other arena, the Scandinavian. Actually, there's one game in St. Petersburg between Russia and Finland before the Sweden-Czech Republic opener here in Gothenburg. Then the rest of the tournament taking place in Gothenburg on Saturday and Sunday. Another international tournament taking place in Austria this weekend. France, Norway, Slovakia, and the host Austrians. But that's the trophy they're playing for tonight. We still have no idea which way it's going here in the third period. Both of these teams fighting hard, fighting late, and as the old saying goes, the next goal is a very, very big one. Vrana forward towards Repik. His shot would have gone wide, but patted aside by Gustafsson anyway. And then the rebound came out in front, and Sverchek took a swipe. Sverchek doesn't do goal scoring. Not the player that Sparta would have liked to see benefit from that bounce. Speaking of bouncing, those are the Sparta fans you can see hopping happy right now behind Johan Gustafsson's goal. And though Frölunda come forward. Down deep Stolberg. Right into the corner, and then the puck just cleared out to center ice. Stolberg lost his stick in the Sparta zone, so some loose lumber there might come into play as Frölunda comes forward. Into the far corner, Bergenheim. Being ridden by Nedumlau. And into the slot, but coming free with the puck is Klimek. Klimek trying to get around Newberg, just about does, into the corner. Looking for Pack far side. He'll try and carry the puck into the corner, but Lundqvist there first. 6:37 left in regulation. Still 3-3 between Frölunda Gothenburg and Sparta Prague. Sigalet now at center ice. Dumps the puck in deep. Peprila slides backwards. Stolen though, but just beyond the point by Larson, unable to keep as Terminus and the linesman get into a tangle. That won't endear linesmen to our partisan Frölunda crowd here tonight. And Mika shoots in, and Gustafsson able to release off to Jakob Larson. Now Terminus. Headman pass, now Olsson coming in right wing. Pulls up and slides around. That stick still loose in the Frölunda attacking zone. Far side they fight. Now the puck right into that loose lumber. Before Stingle pushes on with the backhand. Out to center, it's Linka. Linka drops off, just regains the line as Kudina pushes forward. Now to 5:32 left in regulation time. Robin Figren near side, over the line, fakes a shot, working in deep. Robin Figren all the way around, trying to wrap it, but lost control. Here comes Sparta forward with a counterattack. Linka looking for Emminger. That's not the man you really want in attacking position from a Sparta perspective. Now Figren in the corner, puck given away. Repik nearly latching onto it, but now Figren, I beg your pardon, Frölunda forward. And here's Carl Grundstrom pulling up. Grinstrum fakes a shot, or maybe whiffed on it. Is now Kumstad the other way for Sparta. Kumstad can't get around the defender Terminus. Every shift, every skate maneuver on this ice really making a difference right now. Where's this next goal going to come from? Kumstad, puck cut out by Lundqvist with the skate. Mikush in the corner. Comes three, but Grizzly Olsen can't clear. Now Pack takes a hit from Terminus in the corner before Sigalet controls and gave it away to Pack. Gustafsson stick handles near side to Terminus. 4:18 left in regulation. And the puck taken away. Here's Peck with a chance. Peck shoots, but it didn't get in on goal past Sigalet. Good defensive positioning from Jonathan Sigalet there. Now Barinka off his colleague Peck's skates until the puck out to center ice. Uher has to regather, but a chance here. Shooting, and a great glove save by Gustafsson. Holy cow. Tense faces here at Frölundaborg. Look at that rush here. Peck, first shot was blocked. Then it came back in. It was Uher with the puck, sliding it in front. The chance coming for Kudina, and Gustafsson flashing the leather, forcing the face-off draw with 3:59 left in regulation. Finally, that's Frölunda's stick taken to the bench by one of the linesmen. Part of the left of Gustafsson, again won by the Swedes. Newberg behind his own goal. That puck deflected, or was it? Sparta wants a delay of game penalty, but I think it might have been deflected. And they're going to regroup here to have a little chat. They agree that the puck was touched. I think it's the right call. I'd like to see that one again. I would like to see that one again, and the Sparta players gesticulating on the bench up at the scoreboard. They saw the replay. Certainly the puck looked to be fluttering as though it had been deflected, but I'm not sure watching that replay. Could be a big moment in this game. Sparta not going on the power play. Pause for breath here after the face-off win for Frölunda. Now moving it forward to Lassu. Nicholas Lassu going into the far corner. Near corner, beg your pardon, as Nedenwell pushes now to the far corner, and Repik. Linka does a nice job to bat the puck out of the air, but Frölunda gathers just over the Sparta line. Now Gernat with space. And the puck just eventually out to center before now Hlinka will go forward, as that was off of a Gothenburg stick. Hlinka in the corner with 3:04 to go. Repik trying to twist and turn. Looking to center for Hlinka. Now Peck looking for Gernat at the point. Instead Peck left wing controlling. Centered in front, chance off a body in front, rebound loose, and it's swept away. Still kept at the point by Gernat. Sparta looking the more likely at the moment. 2:41 left in the game. Peck behind the cage. Shot by Mikush. Gustafsson can't control it cleanly. The puck's still loose, and now it's underneath a bunch of bodies right in front of the Frölunda crease. 2:31 left in regulation. 3-3 remaining the score. Mikush with that chance, then Peck couldn't get the puck under the legs of Gustafsson. But it's Sparta with the shots on goal advantage. 15-3 in their favor here in the third period. Complete role reversal relative to the second period. 16-4 in Frölunda's favor then, 15-3 now. Whatever Yuji Kalu said to his troops in the second intermission dressing room may have come out on fire here in the third. The big face-off draw to Gustafsson's right. This time won by the Czechs. Barinka at the point. Pushed in deep, then flopping in front. It's loose, and Peck can't force it home. Gustafsson gets back to his feet. Centered in front and not connecting that time. Down low was Klimek, I think. Back the other way comes Stolberg. 2:09 left in regulation time. Lundqvist back to the point, Sigalet. Sigalet onto Rusli Olsen. Now Lundqvist has a man up top. He shoots, bouncing puck just goes wide. Rusli Olsen now into the far corner. Inside the final 2 minutes here in regulation in the 2017 Champions Hockey League final. Terminus at the point. That shot didn't get through traffic. Actually went off of Stolberg, his own player. It is Stolberg in the corner. Over to Rusli Olsen far side. Stolberg bodied off the puck, but that's perfectly legal. Now single in his own corner. Rusli Olsen slow to get up. Lukesh single skates forward. 1:23 left in regulation. Single off to Kudrna. Kudrna shoots, but that one goes high and wide. And it's touched out to center ice by Grundstrom, who chases, but Mikush gets there first. Puck slid on, delayed offside, so Larson with time to patrol through his own slot, and then pass attempt deflected off a Sparta stick. 64 seconds remaining in regulation time. See that bouncing puck, Peck right there. He just couldn't get to it fast enough. That's the Sparta masseuse jumping up and down on the Czech bench. And as the puck moved on to Mikush near side, we're inside the final minute of regulation. Newberg in his own corner for Frölunda Gothenburg. Hlinka fighting against Nicholas Lasso in the corner. Czechs probably want to win it here. They don't want to have to skate 3-on-3 against this speedy Frölunda side in overtime. Newberg in the corner, 31 seconds left. And now here comes Lasso forward. Can't get around Vrana though. Now Hlinka back the other way for Sparta. Hlinka turning, good pass far side. Whipped in front, just tipped wide to the corner. 15 seconds now. Sparta dumping in high over the crossbar of the Frölunda zone. 5 seconds now. Barinka far point. Puts the puck in front, didn't get through traffic, and we will have overtime for the first time in a Champions Hockey League final. A fantastic period of hockey for Frölunda Gothenburg's opponents, Sparta Prague. On away ice, they came out big, they came out strong. And a reminder, we have a full 20-minute overtime period coming up. We're going to resurface the ice. We're going to have a normal intermission here, as the Sparta fans serenade their players heading off the ice into the intermission dressing room. We have uncharted waters here in the marquee game of European club ice hockey. Welcome back to the Frölunda Ice Stadion. Sparta Prague's players come out on the ice a little bit early here ahead of the 3-on-3 overtime period that is about to ensue. I'm Darren Kilfera. It's been an absolutely fantastic hockey game and almost a 4-act drama, you could say. Both teams flung haymakers at each other for 20 minutes to start. 2-2 at the end of one period. Then Frölunda dominated the second, got the goal to give them the 3-2 lead after 2 from Casey Wellman, his second of the night. In Act 3, Sparta had their period of dominance. 16-3 in shots on goal in the third. Lukasz Klimek getting the goal that brings us into the overtime period, and somehow it seems vaguely appropriate that 2 days after the American Football Super Bowl went to overtime for the first time in its history, that the Champions Hockey League final should go to overtime for the first time in its history, albeit a much shorter history than what you have with the NFL. Not that it particularly matters, of course, in this situation, but to look at the overtime records of the two teams in the CHL thus far this year. Sparta Prague, 2 wins out of 2. Lukasz Peck got an overtime winner at Färjestad Karlstad, that on Swedish ice at the end of the group stage. Now, we alluded briefly to the fact that Miroslav Forman got the game-winning goal at 3 minutes 33 seconds of overtime against Kärpät Oulu in the round of 32 second leg. As for Frölunda, they played only one overtime game. That was back in the group stage. They lost it on a shootout at Dinamo Pardubice, the Czech team. So again, some overlapping nationality similarities there. For the record, in case we should somehow get to the end of 20 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime with no goal scores, in that shootout, they lost it 2-0. The players attempting penalty shots, Robin Figren, Casey Wellman, and Mats Russell Olsen, along with Arturi Lehkonen, who is now with the Montreal Canadiens. All 4 of them missed. So just looking at those statistics, you might think Sparta would have a little advantage, but really this is uncharted territory. Up to 20 minutes of 3-on-3 skating. I honestly can't imagine that this will go to a penalty shootout. We skate 3-on-3 probably until we get a winner. Hlinka taking the face-off draw for Sparta Prague, and it stays at center ice for Hlinka, comes away with the puck. On we go. Both coaches have had a chance to communicate with their players ahead of the overtime period. Hlinka immediately coming in front, but has to skate back behind the backboards. Plays up top, puck stolen away by Bergenheim. Interesting line choice by Roger Rönnberg to start the 3-on-3 period. Wellman drops off for Terminez. Now Terminez back to Wellman. Wellman against Hlinka, cuts in front but loses the puck. Kept at the point by Terminez. Now it's given away. Both players didn't see the puck. Bergenheim coming away with it. He tries to walk in front, but it's turned nicely to the corner by Mikush. Still Bergenheim. Back to Donovan now on the ice after the shift change. In fact, only 2 Frölunda players on the ice. Misreading that line change was Russell Olsen. Donovan still holding. Tentative play in the early stages of the 3-on-3 overtime period. Now Russell Olsen backhands the puck to the far boards, and Lasu. Russell Olsen to Donovan. Again they cycle. Sparta's players being very careful defensively. As our Frölunda players attacking. Russell Olsen now with it. Now he makes a move in front. They score! Lasu! And Frölunda have again won the Champions Hockey League final. Your heart has to go out to Sparta Prague. Tomas Peprela just frozen in his crease still. The Frölunda players all celebrating wildly. In fact, they've dropped all their sticks where the presentation group is trying to unroll the carpets for the trophy ceremony and presentation. Peprela finally skating over to the Sparta bench. They only had the one attacking rush, did Sparta Prague. What a tremendous noise here in Frölundaborg right now. Let's take a look at the goal. Lasu dropping off to Russell Olsen, then working his way into the net and tipping the puck off the body of Peprela. You can't blame Sparta defensively for their coverage on the goal, but Lasu just good enough. Squeezing the puck in at the 1:27 mark of overtime. Russell Olsen and Donovan getting the 2 assists. Just squeezing it inside of the right-hand goalpost as Peprela looked at it. And Nicholas Lasu, 27-year-old centerman, had only 1 Champions Hockey League goal in his career before that goal right there. Spent his whole career with Frölunda Gothenburg, quite a rarity in European ice hockey. They're receiving their awards on the Tissot carpet. Tissot, the watchmaker, one of the CHL sponsors, very prominent. And the Tissot Best Players of the Game award coming up next. One Player of the Game award for each team.
And the prizes will be presented by Mr. Christian Philip, Head of Global Experience Marketing of Skoda Auto. And the best player of Sparta Prague, the goalkeeper number 24, Tomas Pöpele.
Tomas Pöpele, very impressive performance, particularly in that second period when he threatened to be overwhelmed by Frölunda shots on goal. Saved 15 of 16 shots in that period, gave Sparta the chance to rally in the third period when he had a lot less work to do. Also had a really strong first period, to be fair. Shots on goal were even, nearly even in that period, but Frölunda really just coming forward, wave after wave of attacks, particularly on the power play.
The one who scored the game-winning goal, give it up for number 31,
Niklas Lasu. Primarily for the game-winning goal, Lasu getting the hardware. Even if it's just for that one moment, you can hardly begrudge him the award, as that is probably the signature moment in Champions Hockey League action thus far through 3 seasons of competition. An overtime game winner in the final, you can't really beat that. Next will be the Top Scorers Award, the Cramo Top Scorer.
And the Cramo Top Scorer Award will be presented by Mr.
And I believe it goes to Casey Wellman, but we'll wait to just make sure my maths are correct on that.
And the Cramo Top Scorer of the CHL season 2016-17 is in Frölunda, number 9, Casey Wellman.
It is indeed Casey Wellman. The 2 goals tonight, just enough to pip his teammate Jo Lundqvist, who had a goal himself, of course. A tip-in goal for Lundqvist, but the 2 great goals for Wellman, particularly that second goal, the top shelf finish over Pöpele, check for 2,000 euros. And he, with the shiny new helmets, Casey Wellman making a real impact, filling that Ryan Lash role. Lash off to SC Bern now this season in the CHL. Casey Wellman filling his scoring shoes, finishing with 8 goals and 6 assists for 14 points on the season.
MVP trophy of the CHL season 2016-17
now the MVP trophy award
will be presented by Mr. Ronnie Hartvig, Managing Director of Nordic Bet, and Mr. Martin Baumann, CEO of the Champions Hockey League.
Dramatic pause for effect. Remember, 3 finalists, Lukas Pech, Yannick Rathgeb, and Jo Lundqvist.
And the winner of the Nordic Bet MVP trophy is Frölunda's team captain, number 20,
A fantastic honor for Jo Lundqvist, fully deserved. Capped off, of course, by his goal tonight. One suspects that Niklas Lasu may have gotten the trophy that he earned because Wellman and Lundqvist both had other honors coming their way. But Lundqvist capping off not just 1, 3 fantastic seasons in the CHL. He's now played 34 CHL games for Frölunda Gothenburg.
Teams of the Champions Hockey League season 2016-17. Both teams will be receiving their medals from the CHL CEO Martin Baumann and the CHL chairman Anders Ternbom.
So now we'll have the medals presented to all the players on both teams. Everyone involved in tonight's game from both teams on both benches will receive a medal. It'll be the silver medals first for the Sparta Prague players, so valiant in defeat tonight. They traveled up
Well, ladies and gentlemen,
yesterday to Gothenburg. Actually arrived later than expected due to some travel difficulties.
Great contender of this year's final, a big hand, Sparta Prague.
The first team from outside of Scandinavia to make it into a Champions Hockey League final. And they really couldn't have come any closer. Jaroslav Plinka first up to receive his medal, the captain. Being presented by the CHL CEO Martin Baumann and the CHL chairman Anders Ternbaum. Lukas Peck in the top scorer's jersey. Didn't really have much of an impact on the semifinal and final, but getting his award. And a lovely handshake now as the first players to receive their medals come across to exchange pleasantries with the Frölunda players. And Sverchek nearly had his first goal in about 4 seasons of action in the CHL. You see him working his way along the line there, along with Brian Inachak, the Italian international, who speaks Czech himself. Martin Gernat there, number 28, one of the many big players on this Sparta Prague side. Backup goaltender Filip Novotny making his way down the receiving line of Frölunda players. Andre Devoe getting some lovely greetings from his Frölunda counterparts as he makes his way down the line. For me, the moment of the night, probably that shorthanded goal by Peter Vrana. Just the ease in which he kicked the puck onto his stick and finished underneath Johan Gustafsson. And now the coaching staff receiving their medals for Sparta. Zdeněk Mozart and Yuri Weber, the 2 assistant coaches, along with Petr Prikrl, the goalie coach. In fact, all of the staff, including the trainers, the media representative, Tomáš Zítek, getting a medal himself for Sparta Prague just now. And then behind the scenes, Tomáš Zítek for Sparta Prague and Peter Kummer for Frölunda Gothenburg, being so helpful to all of us involved in broadcasting the Champions Hockey League final. And that's finally the visiting honors given out as the Sparta players have retreated beyond the blue line at what is their end of the ice at the moment. Last few hands being shaken before the gold medals will begin to be presented. Just the gold medals before the trophy is presented to the winning team, Frölunda Gothenburg. And the Indians, as they're sometimes known, not going up in any particular order. First to receive his medal, actually, Christopher Ain. Score of a fantastic coast-to-coast solo goal against Eisbären Berlin in the knockout stage this season. His only goal in the competition, actually. Johan Gustafsson getting his medal second. Not the most confident-looking performance tonight by Gustafsson, but he goes straight over to hug Roger Rönnberg. A lot of faith shown in Gustafsson since last year's SHL playoffs by Rönnberg. That's Russell Olsen getting his trophy. Dan Bakala, the backup netminder, getting his souvenir of the occasion. Not called into action, obviously, himself. Robin Figren, the Viking-bearded, red-headed Frölunda player, also now decorated. Behind him in the line, Sebastian Stolberg, his brother Victor, now with the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL, having moved from the New York Rangers in the summer. Victor Olofsson getting a well-deserved medal now after John Newberg. Olofsson buzzing down that right wing all night throughout this game. Got the Frölunda hats on as well. Number 56, Jonathan Sigalet, and the number 15, Matt Donovan. Matt Donovan, a newcomer to Frölunda this season. Last year with Rochester in the American Hockey League. Now he's on the pinnacle of European club ice hockey. Carl Grundstrom had a fantastic game, getting his medal now, as you see Roger Rundberg looking on. All smiles for Rundberg. Number 4, Jakob Larson. He might be back to Anaheim in the American system soon. Last player to get his medal, the number 28, Johan Sundstrom. We said he had to leave the game earlier due to injury. I beg your pardon, it was Rasmus Dahlin, the 16-year-old, getting his medal last. Dahlin not seeing a lot of action on the ice tonight, but he very much one for the future for Frölunda. As now their coaching staff coming up to receive medals. Per Johansson, Johan Lundqvist, their assistants, along with Christopher Martin, their goalie coach. And the whole lineup there out on the ice. I don't see Peter Kummer, funnily enough, the media representative for Frölunda, taking a back seat. The Frölunda players now very much looking forward to lifting that trophy again, which they won last year on away ice in Oulu in northern Finland, the northernmost team in the Finnish Liga. But this time they get to celebrate for the first time in a CHL final in front of their home supporters. I'm sure they'll wish right now that the Scandinavium had been available. They could have fit another extra 2,500 or so fans to watch this amazing hockey game and now the trophy presentation. The last few medals being dished out. Jo Lundqvist bringing up the rear, very responsible as the captain, club representative. The best for last, one might say. Of course, he's also last because he's got something else coming up. For the second consecutive season, he's going to get to lift that big trophy off of its plinth at center ice. That trophy designed by Wesley Wernemont, a graphics designer based in Minneapolis, Minnesota. 3 feet tall, 20 kilograms it weighs. Italian trophy maker Franco Boss constructed it. He actually also made the Italian Grand Prix trophy in Formula One auto racing. But the important thing for Frölunda's perspective is the man about to lift that trophy. Jo Lundqvist and Frölunda Gothenburg, 2017 CHL champions. Not the most decorated club in Swedish ice hockey historically by any means, but Frölunda Gothenburg clearly at the pinnacle right now of Swedish ice hockey and of European ice hockey. Sparta players finally excused their tiptoeing their way around the confetti at center ice towards their dressing room. As Casey Wellman takes possession of the trophy, he richly deserves a tour with that great prize of European hockey. He's going to set it in front of the banner just inside the blue line at the end, where they scored the winner at the end of overtime, or at the beginning of overtime, I should say. And there they are.